with that community that I was staying with, the community house, what we would do was it was planned to have a weekly dinner where we'd all get together and chip in for meals and stuff. So we'd all sit down and communicate, obviously, with our cancer journeys and where we're going in the radiation. So we found that support really good because we could help each other's mindset, getting over this, obviously cancer, and some people didn't make it, of course. So that was a really good boost for me. Obviously, with the chemo side, we still had that support where we had a tea room where we could actually sit in and talk to other patients. But I think the gaps were really, there was really no personal development support, or I suppose, obviously, we did have, see, in Australia, I suppose, in here, we did have, what do you call them? Not life coaches, but we did have people who we could talk to on a regular basis, which was really good. So gaps, I suppose, we had everything, really. It's really odd. It's really hard to say. I had the food, I had the internet access, but I think being isolated, that was a bit of a gap, because obviously with chemo, you felt you could only get certain people come in that, if they had a flu or anything like that, you couldn't get them in because obviously your immune system is very low. So, how I felt isolated, because the chemotherapy ward, I had to stay in there for 3 weeks at a time. So being in a hospital 3 weeks in one room, in one bed, where most of your friends and family had worked away, got back to their life, it's sort of like the hustle effect, where you're sick, you're about to die, everyone comes in, and when you get chemo, everyone comes back out and goes back to their daily chores and their work life. So I felt obviously isolated, lost, alone in the chemo, where other patients had their own rooms and they really couldn't get out and talk as well. And if anyone had flu symptoms, or they couldn't come up and see you because obviously you didn't want to cause a risk to other people in the ward.